In this episode, we're going to take a look at the Type S getting repainted along with some parts such as front bumper, front lip, rear lip, and a wing. So let's take a look at this process. Now I'm getting ready to get the car prepped up and ready for paint now that I've installed the front lip and the rear lip as well as the tail. So last thing I had to do was I actually had to repair the big dent on the passenger side, but we'll get to that right now. Here is the front lip right here, and then right here, as you can see, I got rid of that dent, the big dent that I had here. It took out some of the paint because the dent was so big. I mean, it's not perfect. I could still tell, but obviously it's a lot better than the way it was. And that cost me like $400 to get that done. And I don't know, it's okay, but the body shop was gonna charge me $1,500, up to $1,500 to get that fixed. So I think that was a little too steep for me. I think it was better I just did the dent removing, which was less than half the price. The only thing about this was, aside from not being perfect and some of the paint's coming out, is that the door came out too right here. I feel like, yeah, when he fixed the dent, I feel like this door came out a little bit right here. So I figure out how to fix that one. So anyway, so right here, this is gonna be painted too, and the lip. I'm gonna get the lip painted, and I'm gonna get the tail painted as well. So that's pretty much it. Once I get it painted and once I get it prepped up and all painted, then we'll, I'll show you guys how it turned out. I have to take all this out. I have to take off right here, these things for the washer, moldings, all this have to be taken out. All the moldings have to be taken out right here. And headlights, moldings.
Primered them yesterday. He's pretty much done. He just has to give it a light sand and we're done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, look.
Can I touch it or not?
Yeah, it's dry. I know. That's what I'm saying. It's hard for me to be calling people, double checking everything.
Because you're doing everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I try to get as much as I can, you know?
Okay.
When I can.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, you did? Shit.
So I just got my car back from the paint shop. As you can see, um, you know, everything is still kind of taken apart for this car, but I just had everything painted. You know, same silver, but you know, you could see the before and after with the hood and the fender right here. So this is all fresh paint now that I got it back. You know, not, what I gotta do now is I gotta painstakingly put all these trims back on, these pieces right here, right? These pieces that I took out, which is like this stuff right here, the trimming of this and this right here. I basically had to take everything out before the paint, right? But now that I got the car back, I'm just trying to put everything back together again, slowly. That's why even the bumper is still off right here, as you can see, right? The good thing about having the bumper off right here is now I can do all kinds of stuff, right? Now I could, you know, before I tried to put my relocation plate on this side by trying to drill, but now I could just put it over here on this side. My wing and my front lip and my rear lip. So finally got them painted silver, the same color as the car. It's not super perfect. Like here, there's like some runs, you know, from the paint. Right here, it's painted. This is the front lip. Also, I also had it painted the same silver, as you can see. Came out pretty good. There are no runs on this one, so yeah, it came out pretty good. Silver. Originally, I had the idea of this part right here being black, right, and then just this part silver. But then I just realized that if I do that, the silver part might come off, or it might start chipping. Like the paint won't be perfect if I just kind of left this black. So the best thing to do was just to paint the whole kit or the whole lip, just for longevity's sake. But you know, at least it's all matched up. So I mean, I think it came out pretty good too. There are no runs on this, so I've got my rear lip, my front lip, and my wing. Okay. Okay, so I gotta start putting all these moldies back on. As I said, the car just got painted, so I had to take everything off, the bumper, the moldings, and all this stuff. So now it's time to just put them all back on the car. Put all the trimmings back on, you know? The painstaking.
I would say the tedious project which I was not involved in. I was not interested. putting all these moldings back, I never realized that it's like a little tiny puzzle where you got this, then you got this, and then you got this, oh, and then you got this. It's just way too much stuff, and then it's too meticulous. I don't like it.
Let me talk about the paint and the body right now, because those are the major things I had to change. As you could see, looking at the hood, right? Looking at the hood, it's a whole lot better than the way it used to be. That's why I had to get it painted. I had to get it painted because the hood was peeling, the fenders were kind of faded too. So all that was, well, obviously replaced. And it's a decent paint job for what it is. It's not like high level quality like by MR2, for instance, right? But it's decent for what it is. You could tell, hopefully from the video, that it's a big difference from what it used to be. It kind of looks like a new car now, especially with the new headlights and everything. So let's check it out. Right here, see this fresh coat of paint, right? The bumper right here, see? This used to be all marked up, right? But now it's, you can't tell anymore. So the bumper's all being repainted there. Right here, the fenders, there were marks here too. On the door, all that is gone, so it's all flush, even the rear view mirror. So obviously the whole the lip kit's been painted. The wing, there was no wing before, but now there is. Is where the rear lip, all that's been painted, so it's all matching. The rear bumper has been repainted too. I mean, I still have this little thing right here, you know, but it's not perfect. It's not perfect by any means, but you don't really pay attention to that because the whole bumper's been, you know, repainted and everything, so it's just really small and tiny. Right here, the video I had that this whole thing was messed up, right? It was all caved in, so all that, the body work had to be done there, and all the way to the door, and now it's gone, repainted, so you can't even tell. So all the little marks right here are gone, right? So yeah, I really wish it was more like glass. Maybe later on I can have this buffed out, the paint, so it won't show so much of the, well, at least to me, it looks like it shows some kind of like that peel, you know, from a new paint type deal. But you know, you can't really expect perfection, you know, when you're in a budget. I mean, I paid like what, $2,500 to get this thing painted and everything, so it's not much considering I paid way more when I, you know, painted my show car in the past. So I could just have it buffed out in the future, but at least everything's matching. Okay. So yeah, so all the other things that I've added to it, like the lip kit, obviously, right? It's all matching too. That's what I have right now. The next step would be lowering it. So figuring out what I'm gonna do to lower the car. That's it. So that's gonna do it for the DC5 repaint. You know, when you're adding parts like a front lip, a rear lip, a spoiler, repainting the front bumper, the rear bumper, the hood, and other things, it's best to just do it at one time. Just do one shot. so that way you won't have any issues as far as the paint not matching and all that stuff, right? So there you go. Till next time, drive safe and keep on rolling.